Chapter 44. Anna. It is strange to see Mum back in Oakview. Strange and wonderful. She's nervous, but whether it's due to fear or detection by Mark or by Dad, I couldn't say. Either way, she jumps at the slightest sound from outside and offers little contribution to the conversations unless asked directly. Rita shadows her wherever she goes, and I wonder how she'll be affected when Mum leaves again. Because that's the deal. 3 more days as a family. I'll bet a family filled with secrets, and then it's over. You don't have to go. We're in the garden. My words turning to mist as they leave my mouth. It's dry today, but so cold. It hurts my face. Ella is in her best chair in the kitchen, facing the window so I can keep an eye on her. I do. Mum begged to come out into her beloved garden. It's overlooked only on one side, the high hedges on the other 2 sides protecting us from curious glances. But even so, my heart is in my mouth. Mum's tackling her roses, not the expert pruning that will need doing in spring, but cutting them by a third so the winter winds don't snap the stems. I have neglected the garden, Mum's pride and joy, and the roses are leggy and unbalanced. Someone will see me if I stay. It's too big a risk. She glances continually at Robert's house, the only place from which we can be seen, despite the fact we saw him drive away this morning, loaded with late Christmas presents for relatives up north. Mum is wearing Mark's gardening coat, a woolly hat pulled low over her ears. You should have cut these buddillias back last month, and the bay tree needs fleecing. She shakes her head at the fence between our garden Roberts, at the climbing roses and the sprawl of clematis. I should have cut back after it flowered. It looked better already, although I hear Mum tut from time to time and suspect my lay of attention has left some plants too far gone to save. There's a book in the kitchen that tells you what needs doing each month. I'll look at it, I promise. A lump forms in my throat. She's serious about leaving, about not coming back. I read somewhere that the first year of loss is the hardest. The first Christmas, the first anniversary, a full set of seasons to endure alone, before a new year brings fresh hope. It's true, it was hard. I wanted to tell my parents about Ella, to share pregnancy stories with my mum, and send Mark and my dad to the pub to wet the baby's head. I wanted to cry for no reason, while Mum's folding tiny baby grows and told me everyone got the baby blues. The first year was hard, but I know there are harder times ahead. The finality of death is inarguable, but my parents are not dead. How will I come to terms with that? My mother will leave me of her own free will because she too is scared to be here where my father will find her, too scared to be where she will be recognized and her crimes exposed. I will no longer be an orphan, yet I will still be without parents, and the grief that I feel is every bit as raw as I were truly bereaved. Robert's paying for the garden to be landscaped. Once his building work has been done, will the plants against the fence survive being removed? Too late, I realize I shouldn't have mentioned the extension. Have you lodged an objection? You must. It will make the kitchen incredibly dark and you'll have no privacy on the patio. She begins to list the reason why Robert's expansion is a travesty. Her voice an octave higher than it was, and I wanted to ask why she cares when she made it clear she won't come back here again. But then I think of the way she's carefully tending roses she won't see bloom. We are programmed to care long after we need to. I make vaguely supportive noises and don't mention the money Mark negotiating compensation for the inconvenience of building works. Help me move this. Mum has finished fleecing the bay tree. It stands in a vast terracotta pot on top of a manhole cover. It needs to be somewhere more sheltered. She tugs at the pot, but it doesn't even shift an inch. I walk over to help her. Robert's builders will move it when they dig up the sewers for his foundations, but I don't want to set Mum up again together. We drag the pot across the patio to the opposite side of the garden. There, that's a good morning's work. I tug my arm through Mum's and she squeezes hard, locking me in place. Don't go. I have managed without crying up to now, but my voice cracks on a note. It's a losing battle. I have to. Can we come and see Ella and me? If you want, come here. Can we visit you? A moment of silence tells me the answer isn't the one I want to hear. It wouldn't be safe. I wouldn't tell a soul. You'd slip up. I wouldn't. I put my arms away, hot tears of frustration stinging my eyes. Mum looks at me and says, if the police find out Tom and I are really alive, and that you knew it, yet that you concealed our crimes, harbored me, you'd be arrested, you could go to prison. I don't dare. Mum speaks slowly and quietly, her gaze locks on mine. Tom isn't going to let this lie, in his mind. I've double-crossed him, made a fool of him. He won't rest until he knows where I am and ill. It's you he'll use to find me. She waits, letting her words sink in. The tears come, falling suddenly down cheeks numb with cold. For as long as I know where Mum is, I'm at risk. Mark and Ella too. I look back at the house till Ella has fallen asleep in a bouncy chair. I can't let her suffer. It's the only way. I make myself nod. It's the only way, but it's hard way for all of us. Chapter 45, Murray. Do you think she was involved from the start? Nish scratched at a mark on the knee of her jeans. She was sitting at Murray's kitchen table, a mug of tea beside the pile of paperwork Murray had accumulated. Her statement said she was at a conference the night Tom went missing. Murray made quote marks in the air. The organisers confirmed she was there for registration, but can't say if or when she left, so her alibi is shaky. She didn't fake their deaths. Nish and Murray looked at Sarah, who up until now had been silent, listening to the two colleagues go over the case. What makes you so certain? Nish asked. Because she asked you to reopen the case, it doesn't make sense. Nish picked up her mug to drink and then put it down again, as a theory took shape. Unless someone sent her the card to let her know they were on one to her, and her husband saw it too, so she brought it to us because that's what an innocent person would do. He was at work. He didn't see it till later. Nish flapped a hand at Murray as though the point were immaterial. Well, the postman, a neighbour, the point is the police report was a double bluff. Murray shook his head. I don't buy it. It's a massive risk. When did she tell you to back off, Sarah said. Boxing Day. Murray looked at Nish, who hadn't been privy to the piece of the puzzle. She hung on me twice. Then she found out some time between the 21st and the 26th, Sarah shrugged. So obvious. Murray grinned. Thanks, Columbo. So what now? Nish said. I need hard evidence. A phone purchase isn't enough, especially when, as it stands, Anna Johnson was miles away from Eastbourne at the time of the offence. I can't start claiming 2 dead people are alive or storming down to Cleveland Avenue to arrest Anna without proof the Johnsons are alive and well, and that she knew about it. We need to think logically, Sarah said. Why do people fake their own deaths? Nish asked. Do Reggie Perrin, you mean? You make it sound like it happened all the time. There was the canoe man, Murray said. There was an insurance job, and that politician in the 70s, what was his name? Stonehouse. Left his clothes on the beach in Miami and ran off with his mistress. Years of watching daytime quiz shows had made Sarah an expert in trivia. Sex and money, then. Nish shrugged. Same as most crimes. If only one of the Johnsons had disappeared, Murray might have placed more importance on the former. But as Caroline followed up in Tom's footsteps, it was unlikely that Tom had run off to be with a lover. Tom Johnson was worth a lot of money, Murray reminded her. So Caroline stayed to claim the life assurance, then joined Tom in Monaco, Rio de Janeiro. Nish looked between Murray and Sarah. She claimed the life insurance, all right, but she left Anna the lot. If she's living the high life somewhere, she's doing it on someone else's dime. Either they wanted to escape for some other reason. Sarah said, and Anna's reward was the money. All the 3 of them agreed to split the cash, and she's sitting right till the dust has settled. Sitting tight until the dust has settled. Murray stood up. This was pointless. They were going around in circles. I think it's time I paid Anna Johnson another visit, don't you?